Hey there, this is Heather and welcome back to Prison Architect. Thank you for joining me today. Before I get into it, as usual, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and you can also leave me a comment in the comment section. Between the last part and this one, I just went ahead and started placing floor tiles, which you can't see right now, but they will install them and then you'll see what I've done. Basically, I just wasn't sure how I was going to design the lobby and everything, so I just went ahead and did that off camera. We're also going to have to increase these pipes to large capacity because the shower still doesn't work right now. That door hasn't been installed yet, and there'll be some flooring in the canteen and kitchen, as well as the padded holding cell as well. And then we'll be moving on to building our first cell block. I did accept the basic detention center grant, and I placed 2 cooks and 2 guards, so we should be able to complete that as soon as I unpause the game. Okay, so we did complete that, and then we just need to maybe go for this one. We do have a staff room already. We need 5 guards without assigned duties, and we need to ensure that none of our staff are exhausted, so once we get 3 more guards, then we will complete that. There we go. And let's find another thing to do. So we definitely want to do cell block A. However, I feel like we might want to get the, well, let's see, we'll get a lot more money from this one. So maybe we'll do cell block A first and then do the, where is it? The inmate health and well-being. Just because we can get some people in here. Hopefully, if they're minimum security, they won't end up killing anyone and we'll be fine. But either way, we can just get some money by starting on that. Okay, so they're gonna just work on the flooring. As you can see, the padded flooring has been added to the padded holding cell for a future criminally insane patient / inmates. And what I think I'm gonna do with this is, like, we're obviously going to be extending the wall, but we should probably get the flooring done first. And actually, you know what? I think if this flooring isn't placed, no, it doesn't look like there's anything placed here. So we could put some concrete tiles out here for a nice walkway, and that'll look pretty good. They should be moving faster through there then. And I also got some janitors in here. They're not actually cleaning, which is like very strange. Southinator, Hightower, Archer. How is Southinator a name? I don't know. You can explain that one to me if you know, but I don't get it. Anyway, so they're going to be working on that. And in the meantime, we should probably plan out where we're going to put the cell block. But before we build the cell block, we'll probably go ahead and build the perimeter wall first. But I'm going to place the cell block groups in fenced areas inside here. And we need to make sure that the fence walls are at least 10 away. So let's look at that. That's definitely more than 10. So we could go for 11 here, and then we'll just like build it at that point. Let's do 11 here. So we could start there and there. And wherever these connect will be a good place. And then we can start building our first cell block area over here. Now, the minimum security people do attempt to escape all the time. So we might want, well, then again, aren't the maximum security people going to try even harder then? So we probably should put them here. However, the criminally insane people do not try to dig out. So we might want to put the criminally insane people down here then. And just have those 2 sectors, you know, closer to the walls there. Okay, so we're definitely going to be putting a fence here. I'm not going to place it down because we're going to do this first. So we could put a yard around it if we wanted to. Let's just figure all of this out. We're going to have like a pathway coming from this building up north, so maybe we want to plan for that as well. I think we're gonna just put it in this whole area and bring it up here. Let's see. Can't see the measurement on that now. Okay, 4. Okay, so we're gonna want this to probably be around the middle of this area of the prison. We could even have like the cafeteria in the middle with the path here, and you know, parole for these people so they don't have to go too far, classrooms, psychologists and that stuff, and just have them not leave their little areas, which I really like as an idea. So we'll probably do that. And I think I'm going to put, let's see. Well, we could have the yard here. But I think what we're gonna do, maybe we'll have, do we want to have the yard right in the middle actually? No, I want to have the cafeteria in the middle. So let's do that first. So how large is this going to be if I just plan this out? So we're gonna put a wall here, obviously, and we'll get a door in here. I'm only going to place the one thing because it won't delete it if you put 2 for a 2 tile. And maybe we'll go like, I don't know, 15 that way. 15 that way. Is that too big? I think it might be. So let's take it down to 12. Get rid of 3 there. And then we can put this in here. Not all the way up to the fence, but it can be close because they're not going to just have the fence. It's also going to be a perimeter wall there, but we need to leave some area for our guards to be able to access that if they need to. And then we can probably, you know, have this as being big enough. And then we can put like a kitchen in the front maybe. Or we can put it to the side. I think maybe the front, just for accessibility for the staff, like that would be probably a good idea. So I want to keep some green space. We're gonna have a yard here, I think, but we'll put the kitchen in like that, and we'll get a door in here. We'll just have it like that. And hopefully they'll be able to, you know, do this quickly enough. We could always put a storage here for food, but I don't think there's really much of a way to designate which storage area they go for, so that might not be the best idea. And then we will plan for this to be a yard over here. I'll designate that, but mostly it just needs to stay inside of this fenced area, and that's like going to be the main concern that I'm gonna have here. So let's see, what do we want to do? Well, you know, we could actually have put the the kitchen over here, and then the other buildings for this over here, and then maybe had, or you know, the other rooms for this unit of cells over there, and then have like the cell blocks on this side only, with doors like facing this pathway. It's kind of tough. Let's see how this works for measuring out. So if we don't have it be completely disconnected, we could put, let's see. Well, let's cancel that. So we're gonna make these the standard size. So 4 by 5. And then see how this looks. I don't want it to be too jammed in here because we have a lot of space to play with. But the cells are going to be graded, so these ones are going to be, you know, basic. And then we'll have more elaborate cells later on. What? Okay. So how many is this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this will only be 16. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's just make it a little bit bigger. So 18 and 20. Okay, and then we can put a shower separately. But I'm not sure I like this design, to be honest with you. I think it would be better to do the kitchen over here. Maybe we can even make the canteen bigger. And then it would be off center, but I don't think we care about that too much, do we? So make the canteen even a little bigger than that. And then we'll put the kitchen in. And let's make it a little bit wider. Okay, so that'll be the kitchen. And we'll put a door in. So I think we'll put the door like there. And then over here, we can have the yard, and then we'll have access to rooms like parole and therapy. So I think I want to make those 5 by 5, which would be a 7 by 7 in terms of the wall dimensions. And they could be 4 by 4, however, I don't like that, so let's not do that. Okay, so we can get a couple parole in here. I don't know if that's going to be enough for these people. If it's minimum security, they're going to be getting paroled all the time. So we definitely need at least this many, if not more. And that might not be enough. So let's just go for this to start with, and hopefully this will be enough for now. Okay, and then I think I'm going to put a fence here, and then we'll put a fence, you know, going there as well. We'll have a jail door on this fence. Actually, that's not even the fence dimension, or is it? Maybe we want it to be. Well, for the sake of like the yard, we are going to need a fence someplace. But I think maybe we'll just put it down here. So that should work. And then if we wanted to, we could put more rooms there, and then we can just start planning the cell blocks over here now. So like I said, I am going to be doing just the like standard size for this right now. And we could just start the cell blocks, you know, right down here. I do want to leave some space though. We do have room. So maybe we could get one that's like coming down in this shape that will have like 2 different cell blocks in it. So let's look at doing that. Let's get a wall going here. I don't know how long it's going to need to be, but we'll have it like 2 away from that building. And then we'll start putting cells in here. So first I'm going to start with the shower. And I think we want this to at least be 5 deep. And then we'll start putting the cells in here. So let's work on that. 4 by 5, yep, that's right. Let's just delete that line because we don't need it. Okay, so that is 6 of them. We're gonna need more. We're gonna need at least 10, I think. Okay, I think that we're almost there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, so we got 10 there. We'll have 2 right here. This should be a 4 by 5. And these are not going to be connected. I don't want massive numbers of people in one shower because that just increases the chance for violence. So we'll just have it like this. And then, I don't know, can I duplicate the plans? I don't know about that. But let's do some more cells here. 2 away. Okay, so this building is going to have a number of cell blocks in it. We might even be able to get 4, like get 80 people in here. And then we would have a pathway here, and then we can have more cell blocks for this area. So this is going to be a really huge prison, which I'm excited about. And let's see, let's just get these lines going. I'll delete some of them as we need to. This will just make it a little bit quicker. Okay. All right. And no lines here. Okay. And I think what we're gonna do is, obviously we're gonna have a door here on the individual cell blocks, but I think we're also going to have like a lobby for this so that there's an airlock. And then we could even have a door here if we wanted to. We could increase that 1 tile. And then have a 2 tile door. So that looks good to me. Then they can get out to the cafeteria more quickly. So let's just work on this a little bit more. I think that's right. Nope, 4 by 6. Okay. Let's just continue these lines over, honestly. If you like the planning, you're going to like this episode. If not, you won't, which I understand. Okay, and continue that line down. That one. Okay. All right, and this should be 4 by 5. 4 by 5. Okay. Get a wall in there as well. And then, I think that's in the wrong place. 2. All right. All good there. And 4 by 5. Okay. And then this would be a space of 2. We could have a fence there and close these off if we wanted to. I think for the purposes of this being, yeah, we don't want to join that up with a fence actually. So forget that. That's a separate thing. We would put it here if we wanted to end it there. And that would hold, what, 80 prisoners? Let's go for 100 here, at least, because that just makes more sense to me. Easier to, like, understand how big our prison actually is in terms of capacity. If we do it, you know, 100 in here at a time. And there we go. All right. So that will be our first cell block area. Oh, what on earth just happened with that? The autosave is getting me every time now. Alright. And that line needs to be deleted. Okay. So we've got all of this planned out. And I'm going to want to have this fence probably at least like to there. We can have it a little bit wider. Maybe. I mean, there's not really a reason to, but there's also not a reason not to. So we could just put it like this. And this would be our minimum security area to start with. So that's a lot that we need to build. They are done with the lobby. I don't know what you guys will think about this design. It's like really basic, but it is much fancier than what we had in the past, which was no design at all. And for some reason that shower is still not working. Oh, we don't even have a pipe there at all. Well, that explains a lot. Really does. I don't think we're going to need a separate power station up here, really, but I'm kind of tempted to put one in anyway, just because I think that might be a good idea. Let's build the, I don't know, the foundation for the cell blocks first. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. We'll do the perimeter wall because I don't want anyone in here until it's actually secure. Let's see if we can have 0 people escape from the prison. That would be incredible. Hard to believe, but incredible if we could make that happen. And I think this should be big enough for the duration of playing with this prison. There is a pack that's coming out on June 16th, and that's going to involve like a lot of rehabilitation options. I don't know what the details are because I only know what's actually public, but yeah, I'm excited to find out what it's going to be. Apparently you can improve the traits of your prisoners and get them to be more mentally stable and all kinds of stuff like that, which I definitely think that the game needs. That'll be a really awesome addition. So I'm excited about that. And I think I also want to get them working on this path over here with the concrete tiles before we do much else. And also I'm gonna want them to build the outer fence. We're just gonna do the regular fence without any grass. The grass looks kind of weird. Okay. And then we can put the door in after. Although I think it really doesn't matter because we don't have any prisoners in here, so let's just put a large shield door right there just in case we need to lock it down for some reason or another. And do we want to put anything in the yard here? Because we definitely can. We could put a dumbbell rack in here. We could put a weights bench in. It improves the gym's grade, not a yard's grade. So let's just put a couple of these dumbbells in there. And I don't want to put any guard towers or anything. We could put a decrease as a yard's grade, but we don't want to do that. I'm trying to make this like a nice prison. Like, why would you need a nice prison? Oh, look, it's a heather bush. We could put heather bushes around. You're like, you don't know this, but there's actually like a girl controlling this by computer remotely. Everything about it. I don't know. Okay, so this tire apparatus will improve the yard. I don't want that too close to the fence because I don't know if they could fling themselves over. I've never used this item. It looks pretty cool though. Get 2 of them. This is just for the holding cell, so really it's not like important that it be great. And maybe we should get some lighting in here also. That'd be a good idea. So I'll put a light there. One there. Here. In that corner. And one like approximately in the middle. That's good enough. We'll be fine with it like that. How is my perimeter wall going? They're not really working on it yet. Oh, they are. They did a lot of stuff down here. Okay. Well, this is going to be a very long building project. So I think I'm going to cut ahead until they have completed some more stuff. Okay, so our perimeter wall is all completed and it has a lovely shadow. Now it's time to start working on these buildings. So let's place our foundations. I think we're gonna go for more brick here. And I'm gonna turn the auto lights off because we don't want that when they're probably going to conflict with the cell placement and all that. So, and then we probably could have it on for this. For the canteen and the kitchen. And then I'll turn it off again for these offices here. And I think that while they're building that, I'll work on more planning. So we definitely want things like classrooms in here. Probably a few, at least 2 anyway, because we're going to want to rehabilitate these minimum security people. And that's going to be a good source of income for us. So I think I'll just do, let's see, 10 by 10. That should be good for a classroom. So I'll do 2 classrooms here. And then we can get more parole and stuff like that in the future. And then we'll get a pathway branching off over here. And probably just put it, I don't know, a 2 by 2. And then, I'm not sure how I really want to do this. I don't feel like I really want a path going through that area. But we can have a yard in the middle. And then for now, this is where it will end. So we'll just put it like that. And then maybe we'll put some nice grass in here and make that designated as a yard. And I don't think we really need to close it off. Does the yard need to be enclosed? Behind at least 1 door. Alright, so we are probably going to need to enclose that, but we'll see how it goes. We might not need to. If it's behind a door, you know, so they can't just like walk out. Like we have a door right there, so that might count. And then obviously they have to go through those doors to get out. So it should be fine. And then I'll build, I guess we can do auto lights on here with the brick for these classrooms, and then put doors in. And I don't think we need secure doors for that. Where do we want to place this? Well, I think I'll just place the door on the end for the most like efficient use of space, probably. And then the pathway going to the end doesn't bother me. I think that's fine. We're going to need to get utilities and everything over in this area. I'm not sure yet what I want to do with that. I might want to put another power station like between the perimeter wall and this fence, because we could have separate power and water for each of the basically like security level compounds in our prison. And we need an entrance here, so let's get that going. And we'll need a door here. And then we'll get a staff door for our kitchen. And then I don't know that we need staff doors for these rooms. I definitely do not want the prisoners like escaping these rooms if they have attacked the parole officer or the therapist or anything like that. So we'll just have jail doors on there, and then a guard will have to let them out, so we'll have to get more guards for that. We'll put down more concrete tiles here. And then I think we're gonna get a path going, a 4 wide path over there, and then we'll have this 2 wide path for the classrooms. And if we needed to, obviously, we could put something here facing this path, so I don't know what we're gonna potentially need in the future, but it's good to know that we can expand it. And then we'll do similar things for the other security levels, but we may not have as many people in them as this one. We could potentially put criminally insane right there, but I feel like we might need criminally insane pretty soon, just because sometimes people go crazy and then become a criminally insane inmate, and then we're gonna have to like have somewhere to move them. But right now, if anyone goes crazy, they will just be in a padded holding cell and they will be fighting each other, which that's not going to be the best. So I will come back after they're done building this, and then we can work on more of the cell block. Okay, so that took like forever and a day. We're on day 22 right now. However, we now have 100 cells. I do need to add more bookcases, because I started doing that with these ones as they were finished. I want to improve the cell grades, and I also put large windows on these ones that have an external wall there, but most of them don't have that, so these will definitely be the more premium cells once we get the bookcases in all of them and stuff like that. The canteen has enough tables for now. The kitchen probably has more than enough stuff going on in there. I built a common room here because I thought we really needed one, and I added like a separate yard with workout equipment separate from just like the grassy area with the phones. And I was thinking that maybe I'd just turn all of these into therapy offices, because we could put like a separate parole building like right here. And that would probably actually be like a really good idea and use for the space. We could do parole and visitation right in that area. And I don't really know how the flower garden works, but I designated one for this little area just because I thought that might be a nice place to put one. We could do flower garden therapy or whatever it's called if we have one of those. And I haven't used it before, so I thought, why not? If you know how they work and you've used them in your prison, like I know that some of you have, definitely leave me some comments in the comment section and tell me how you use it, and I will try to take your advice. We are missing a couple bookcases here, so I'll get those in. And I'm not really sure where we're gonna want to build the library, mailroom, laundry, and stuff like that. It might need to go in the middle of the prison, like right here where I've been talking about putting the visitation and the parole. We might also get like the shop there and stuff like that. But if you have any, suggestions about that or anything, you can let me know. I think I'm gonna put maybe some blue carpet in here, or do we want the brown? Because I believe the warden has the flashy blue carpet. Well, we could just put wood in here, I guess. It's not like soft and cozy and nice, but I guess if you're in prison, like, you're not supposed to be that comfortable, so we'll be fine. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like it, subscribe to my channel, and you can leave me a comment in the comment section, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.